So, yeah, we started the journey in 2019. After, I read Andrew's story on Taj and, decided that I wanted to give it a try. And I did tell the ladies today that I actually did ask you, am I drinking pool water when I first took it? But, that actually doesn't taste like pool water now, of course, many, and it didn't take that many months before it didn't taste like pool water, but it doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth. So it's actually not a big deal at all. But anyway, we started in January with Mark. He actually had his hand started to peel, and he was working in a factory and was cleaning and thought that it was actually from the chemicals. And so he did go to the doctor. They didn't seem to be too worried about it. And then a couple of weeks later, I was cutting his hair. It was a Sunday, and I got him to take his glasses off. And that's when I noticed the lump on his cheek. And anyway, I said, "You've got a lump." He said, "No." I said, "You have." And he felt it, pressed it, didn't hurt, wasn't sore. So we didn't worry too much. I thought maybe it's a little cyst or something. But waited 2 months, and then just one day I decided he should go and get it checked. So I made an appointment at the doctor's, messaged him at work, said, go and get the lump checked. And 2 days later, he had a CT scan. And then that was a Friday. And then the Monday, we got the call that changed our direction for the year. And originally he was diagnosed with not what he has now, but once he had the biopsy, he was diagnosed with, can I say it out loud? Diffuse large
Recording
B-cell,
in progress.
Diffuse large B-cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And he was very lucky that we caught it early, but he still had 6 rounds of chemotherapy every 3 weeks. And then he also had some radiation. And that finished about 5 weeks ago. So
15 rounds of radiation.
Yeah, 15 zaps. The chemotherapy was, pretty hard, but Mark went from a one shot a day to 4 in the morning and 4 at night. And he never, like, the chemotherapy just really was nothing. He breezed through it. I shouldn't say that, but he did. It was amazing. He was so well through the whole thing, weren't you?
Yeah, I probably started to get a few mouth ulcers through my chemotherapy in, I don't know, probably round 3 or something like that. And I used to just swish the asea around in my mouth instead of just drinking it down, and it seemed to
clear them up.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. Every time he went, he'd have his chemo, then he'd go to the oncologist, and every time his blood pressure was perfect. He would ask, do you have mouth ulcers, stomach problems? Nothing. But he just didn't have any of that. So, I mean, we did take some other vitamins, and I do think that the asea helped them work even better. So it's been a journey, all right. The radiation we found actually did affect you a bit worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up with a hell of a lot of mouth ulcers. So I could feel them coming, but I tried the same, just swishing the asea around in my mouth. Right. And I think I just let it go too long, and then I got them everywhere in my mouth and on my tongue, up my nose, everywhere, ulcers, which wasn't very pleasant for quite a few weeks.
Did you ever rub the Renew 28 gel in your mouth?
He did start at the end, as they started to heal.
Yes.
Yeah. And you did mention, because another thing is, you know how you said you started to swish it around?
Yeah.
It's always good to do that anyway.
Yeah. He does now in the mornings.
Yeah.
Especially, you. When he takes it in the morning, he definitely has it a swish around. But he also started putting the gel up his nose and that helped the ones in his nose a lot. So that was really good. Yeah, but now he's pretty much everything. He had a CAT scan after the third chemotherapy, and he was in remission, and then had another CAT scan, PET scan.
PET scan.
Not CAT scan, PET scan at the end, and yeah, he was still in remission, and he has a checkup in December. So yeah, he's doing really well.
And are you still on the same dosage?
Yeah, I'm still taking 4 morning and night. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
so what kind of stood out to you guys when you first come across this and you went to my page or whatever? What stood out to say, why give this a go? Because like it's pretty different. Not many people know about it. Like I think there's 3% of the population know about asea. Is there something
yeah,
that's
it was just the fact that I hadn't really heard of a child with Taj's diagnosis that didn't get very, very, very ill and maybe not even survive,
yeah, exactly.
And so I was like, wow, there's got to be something in that. So I thought I'd give it a go
Yeah,
as a preventative measure for me.
yeah. And have you found any health benefits yourself? Like I don't know, you
Oh,
feel
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I always have a bottle at work. If I'm tired and we've had a big day at work, throughout the day, I'll have another cup, a little shot cup or two, and I just get the energy back. I just have a lot more energy. And I used to I walk with my sister when I'm in town, and I will take it before I walk, and I can walk a lot further than I think I can every time. So yeah,
try
no,
start to nebulize
I
it as well.
definitely noticed the benefits just with not feeling tired all the time. We don't, and Mark during chemo, like he didn't sleep through the day. He didn't feel like sleeping through the day. He actually made a couple of cattle grids while he was having his chemotherapy. Did a bit of welding and made some grids for a friend. So yeah,
Because that's
he
what the next question was going to be like, how do you reckon it supported you through the journey? But there you go, it gave you the energy. You didn't get the
Yeah,
side
definitely.
effects.
yeah definitely gave him the energy. Hey,
Mm.
and
Um,
yeah,
and so also it's obviously supported you because you've got like the success that you wanted as well. That's
mm.
the ultimate thing.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, this year I'll be glad when it's over. But in saying that, like that part of it is over for us
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. From here, we're just looking forward to jumping in there and off we go.
Because you guys had plans to do that this year, to travel
Yeah.
around.
At the end of December, I think the salon is selling this time.
Yeah.
So once I've sold the salon, yeah, in January we'll head off.
There was like people would be concerned because they'd say, well, okay, would you take it with this type of medication, or what did the doctors say? Like, did you approach the doctors and say, hey, we're doing the radiation and a bit of chemo or whatever, but did they know that you guys were having the ASEA as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. We
The
told both of them
yeah.
that but they've sort of never heard of it, and they said, "Yeah, okay, that's fine."
Okay, that's
They
good.
didn't. Yeah, they didn't actually. I was prepared to fight for it, but I didn't have to. They
That's
both
good.
said, "Yeah, that's okay. You can take that." But they didn't really know what it was. But with the radiation, he definitely did not want, or they definitely didn't want you taking any vitamins or
No,
anything.
they said they'd stop that a week before.
And their reasoning was that the vitamins they kill off antioxidants, and that's what the free radicals they're trying to kill off, and they don't want the vitamin doing it for them. Maybe I don't know. Like, couldn't really work that one out. But we didn't. He didn't take the vitamins. He just took the ASEA
Yeah.
through the radiation.
Because I think a lot of people would probably balk at it because they'd say most doctors or medical places would probably say, look, we don't want you to take anything with what the treatment you're having. But if people understood what this was made out of and it's already in your body,
Yeah,
you're not really
yeah,
just doing the same as what we're doing. We're just giving a better supply.
that's right. I just don't see how it could possibly hurt. It has to be beneficial, I believe. well, I definitely believe it was very beneficial for Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you did mention about not swishing, I thought, oh, I swear I would have told you to swish it. But
Yeah.
sometimes, there's a lot of information, but something that's so simple, you could
Yeah.
probably overlook some of the simple things. But yeah, generally when you take it, 10 seconds up to 30 seconds of swishing in your mouth.
Yeah.
And, you probably knew not to take it with food either side of it.
Yeah.
But I know
No.
when we
Yeah.
started, we were rubbing the gel on Taj furiously because he had 6 weeks of radiation, was it? So it
Yeah.
was 5 days a week.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah.
And he had an open wound that had only just healed, and the radiation was getting boosted on that point, but it never really opened up because we kept putting the Renew 28 on it.
Yeah.
It kept it healed. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I do wonder if we had used probably should have used the gel a bit more than he did. I mean, he was using it every day, but maybe, when I have like a bite or anything like that, I'll just keep putting it on every 10 minutes, every half an hour till it's gone.
yes, yeah. Yeah, but even
Yeah.
if you get an ulcer, like, you get an ulcer sometime, and that's the first thing. I just put it on and it does go. But obviously, when you're going through treatment, your body
Yeah.
can't heal as quick. But,
Yeah.
what happens if you didn't take it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And he was rubbing it on your cheek every day.
Yeah.
Every day was rubbing on the cheek. Yeah. Morning and night.
So you're taking 4 cups during the treatment. What are you taking now? What's your maintenance dose that you're on? Are you still on 4 cups, or have you reduced it? Or?
Yeah. Mark's still on the 4, and I just take the 2 in the morning and night. But sometimes I'll take, like I said, through the day if I feel like I need to. I do. But Mark takes the 4 morning and night.
Did you do anything else? Like, people say, what diet did you do? Were you eating stuff? Did you kind of change that around? Because sometimes that can help.
Oh, you did. You cut out sugar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Mark used to be a cereal man in the mornings, but no, he doesn't really have cereal very well. He doesn't have the cereal that he used to have every day.
Yeah.
Now it's eggs or it's toast with avocado, and multigrain bread and just different. We cut out a lot of sugars, pretty much all of them, really. Just occasionally you might have a treat, but not often. So yeah, we did do that, and then we took a few other vitamins as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but sugar was one of the main things that as soon as we found out, it was like, okay, no more sugar, no more ice cream after tea, those sort of things,
One of the things that you did during chemo as well. So how did you go with that? Do you remember?
Sorry?
They usually have a lower appetite, but you do crave sugar, like when you go through chemo, because obviously the cancer cells are wanting to feed and get stronger. So you usually crave sugar during that time.
Yeah, it didn't worry me too much at all. No.
Yeah.
My appetite was good. I always kept eating, and
That's fantastic.
You sort of know you've got to, so you do. You've got to eat and try to be strong, and you just did what you had to do.
Yeah.
If there was someone like you're a hairdresser, so I reckon you know how to talk. So, like when you're going to be traveling around Australia, and look, like I've got a business where I teach caravans, and I do find a lot of people they do the same things what you're doing. They're ready to retire and they set off to do their journey, and health problems start to come along more so at that age, don't they? And I guess when you guys are traveling, will you have like I don't know what the word is, but would you be afraid to talk to people about this, or you're like, hey, you need to know about this?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Like I think when you meet people, sometimes you can tell when they need something else.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to mention it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, because I think there's so many people in the world that need to know about this. There's probably a lot of people that know about it, but they might think, oh, I'll just wait to see if I get a testimonial that I can share or something, but I
Yeah.
feel like you've already got the testimonial,
Mm.
and there's someone out there that is kind of probably praying that they hope that there's something like this that comes across, because when you think about the words, you know, detect, repair, and replace damaged cells, that's why we started, for the fact that we kind of understood that the medical treatment was not really repairing many cells. It was also killing off a lot. So if we could add extra healthy cells to our son, it was definitely a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's literally one of the first things. Once we got over the shock of being told this, was like to Mark, you're going to be drinking a lot of asea. And he did, and he has. So it's been fine.
Yeah, and I remember, was it February this year when it started?
March.
March.
Oh,
Okay.
March when we found out. Yeah.
And I know that we got you in contact with like some leaders that have had the same kind of, like, people that have been with asea who've had the
Yeah.
same diagnosis, and you know, there's plenty of plans out there, and I know the
Yeah.
plan that you got, and it was pretty thorough.
Yeah. Very. Yeah.
That's good to be able to get what would you call it, support from people that have been through it, and that's what we did. We looked at positive
Yeah.
testimonials.
Yeah. Absolutely. It was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
really good. You know, I mean, he helped with the protocol of what to take with asea, but then also gave some other ideas with other things as well. He was chucking the book at it. He was really great.
Yeah, because as it, like, you know, you had these in your body, but now you're just replenishing them, or you could say you kind of, a lot of people when they get sick with the same kind of disease, they want to flood the system with these redox signaling molecules,
Yeah.
and that's why you're obviously still on that amount,
Yeah.
and you'll probably stay on that amount. For some people, stay on a bottle a day, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially
We'll definitely be staying on it. Like, well, Mark will be on a higher dose than me for quite a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone in the background, I might put this on to see if there's any questions that people want to ask. Messages.
Yeah.
And so it's nearly half a bottle a day.
Yeah.
And Greg says, you know, we crave sugar when the liver becomes sluggish from a buildup of chemicals, toxins. Sugar stimulates the liver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going through these. Yeah, Carolyn, you're very good, Deb, at starting for prevention, which is exactly that's the same way we take it as well.
It did amaze me when I did ask the oncologist about diet, like, should we stop sugar? And he said, oh, no, it doesn't matter, you know. And I said, oh, okay. And then I find out that when you have a PET scan, they inject you with sugar to find the cancer. Did you know that?
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah. That's what they inject you with, sugar, and it finds the cancer. And yet the oncologist said, yeah.
The funny thing is that they're not allowed to say anything because they're not dietitians.
No.
They're not actually allowed to tell you what to eat, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I just was shocked when I found out what they actually were injecting you with. I was like, oh. And he said it would be okay, but I knew not to. I knew enough about it to know that you just don't feed, you know, sugar feeds it. And we know that. Everyone knows that, I think, or a lot of people.
Well, when there's like a scan, like Taj has been since 2008, 2019 or something, when he was free of it. But you know, you got to do those checks up, whatever it was, for a bit. But also, like, you got to go in, and sometimes they inject you with stuff for the MRI. But we always prefer not to do that. But yeah, we'll always drink a lot more of the product before and after of that.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, really.
Yeah. Joe's got a hand up, Andrew, and we've got a couple of really good questions.
Yeah, go, Joe.
Oh, hi, guys. I just wanted to commend you for what you've done and how quickly you've come through it. we've had lots of
Yeah.
success similar to yours as well, especially this year. But I
Yeah.
just want to encourage you, because we've already been through this journey, the same as Melissa and Andrew with Taj. Do not go off of your half a bottle for at least 1 year.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you've had like very toxic treatments with chemo and radiation. The after effects of that can go on a very long time. And you need to stay on your really clean diet. You need to stay sugar and alcohol free. And you need to keep up that higher dose for at least 1 year. Because I would even say that half a bottle for rogue cell contamination anywhere in the body is not enough. So but we usually recommend a bottle a day. So and you've had very quick success, which is amazing. But stay on that half a bottle. Don't go off for at least 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your maintenance should never go lower than 120 mils twice a day.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well, that's like I've been taking the 2 for 6 years, and I sometimes I take more, but I'll definitely take 2 without. That's just my maintenance dose sort of thing.
All human trials on asea were done on 120 mils twice a day.
Yeah. Okay.
The recommendation of 60 mils twice a day on the bottle is that's all they're allowed to actually say. So but all the human trials have always been done on 120 mils twice a day. And if you're 50 plus, you shouldn't be on any less.
Yeah. Okay. We're starting to get a wild storm. It's about to come.
Okay, we'll be quick. Joe, I thought it was 180 mils a day, so 3 times 60, because that's why the new boxes are the.
That is the old 120 mils twice a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the human trials, when they did them, were on 120 mils twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. A Google Pixel number 8 has said, "How can I find out how much to take for my particular health problem?" Well, it can range varies so much. So whatever your health problem is, probably the first thing would be is to get back to the person that's invited you to the call. And if they can't help you with that particular problem, they can reach out to one of us, and that could do it. But if it's a cellular problem like we've talked about tonight, well, that was just answered. You want to take quite a bit. If it's more of a autoimmune disease, you've got to be a little bit careful. So it's definitely a hard one. For us, we had an 8-year-old kid that was under 20 kilos, and it was nowhere near as much as what you guys are talking about when we first started. So we didn't know how to work it out, because back then it was no one really knew what was going on anyway. So we just worked it out. Our neighbour next door, he was on a bottle a day for his prostate problem, same disease, but in the prostate, and he was on a bottle a day. So we just kind of averaged his age compared to his weight and blah blah blah, and we got to what it did.
We pretty much said he's a quarter of the size of the guy next door, so he's going to have a quarter of the amount.
Yeah. That's someone
makes sense.
Someone said when you're traveling, you're going to chew a lot of fuel unless you know how to tow properly. Hint, hint. No, but there is a lot of people reaching out for this. So the more you share, the less you got to fill up your tank. She's saying.
Yeah. No worries. I'll keep that in mind, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely not afraid to talk about it. So I do actually have a few customers in the salon that I've got them on it, but one of them, she's 86 and she's so lovely, but she doesn't understand anything to do with computers. I just order her the box and then give it to her, and she pays me. And she just likes it like that. But she started taking it, and she drank the first bottle, and she rang me and said, "Can you please get me some more water? That water, it's magic water. It makes me feel better." So yeah, I I would like to sign her up, but I just know that it won't work for her.
No, you got to.
So yeah, I just do that. Yeah. And I have another girl that actually same thing. I just ordered her a box, and she's now taken it. And she just messaged me on the weekend wanting more, but I told her to come in, and I'm going to actually sign her up because she
an account.
Yeah, sign her up with an account because she wants to take it regularly.
Yeah, the benefits of that for someone that's new on here, people might think of sign up and you're not really getting caught into something because you've got a 30-day money back guarantee. But the person that becomes an associate or a preferred customer, they still get loyalty points. So you end up getting products for free. There's the opportunity of training. You can go to fabulous meetings, and it's going to be great to see you guys after however long. We've talked on
yes,
but
we are coming.
Yeah, so there's a asea convention. We're lucky; it's just up the road from the Gold Coast. But yeah, that's I don't know, February, March.
March.
Yeah.
And but someone's answered the question about how much you take if you're over 50. So 120 mils twice a day, I'd say, or even 180 mils a day.
Yeah. I think I might start increasing mine then too, just a little. Yeah, because we always make sure we have plenty of boxes on hand, so it's all good. I try not to run out, although I did run out. We had like 2 days or something where we didn't have it, just before Mark started the radiation, but then we got it. And when I got to my daughter's place, there was like 4 boxes waiting for her. They were supposed to, one of them was supposed to come to Mundubbera, and it didn't. And we left from Mundubbera to go on a little trip out west for a couple of weeks. And I thought I would have it. It didn't turn up, and it was all at my daughter's place when I got back. So we got straight back into it as soon as we did. So, yeah, that's probably the only time in 5 years that I've actually not taken it for 2 days. Yeah. But that was it.
Wow. Yes. It's very hard when you run out.
And that's another good thing about the subscription. With the subscription, we'll, like, if you work out what dose you want to be on, you can order that amount so that by the time that month's over, you're not going to be running out. It's a bit different when you're traveling around, so we'll have to talk about how you have to get it to the next time.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes if you're in a capital city or a bigger area, you can always reach out to people and the community group where you might be able to purchase it off someone. We live close. There you go.
I think I did that once when we were in Bundaberg, and you found a lady for me.
Yeah.
And I did go and buy her a box. I buy a box off her. Yeah, she was amazing. She was lovely. So yeah, I did actually do that. Sometimes I do miscalculate a bit with what I think I'm going to need.
So if someone was thinking about starting, but they weren't quite sure, what would you say to them?
I would say that I describe it like Wi-Fi in the body. If there's no signalling, then things are never going to work properly as they should altogether. Yep. And and I also think the idea of 90-day is a good idea, a really good one. Yeah. So I think I would definitely recommend anyone to do at least a 3-month trial. And then I think that my mum did it, and she then said, oh, it's too expensive, whatever. And then 2 weeks later, can you order me another box, please? So she orders it, So she knew she felt better on it than off it.
Nicia?
So,
question there?
I actually was going to say, when you're travelling around Australia, if you know in advance where you're going to be, you just go into your back office and change your delivery address to the nearest post office, and they'll make sure. So if you work out there when the delivery leaves Sydney, and then your arrival in that next town, and then the delivery should be at the post office for you. But they can do that through your back office.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind and make sure I'm not run out, that's for sure.
Well,
and have happy travels.
What's that? Thank you.
Actually, do you want to read Greg's comment here, Andrew?
Yeah, hang on. I think it's up there. Yep, Greg, at 740, redox signaling molecules, which is made in every cell by the mitochondria, in 3 to 4 hour cycle. So those suffering from rogue cells benefit from drinking asea every 3 to 4 hours. So,
and
oh yeah,
and Joe has added the value of nebulizing. Yeah. Do you want to just speak into that, Melissa?
Oh, Andrew's better at that.
Joe was the one that made the comment, so I can see Joe looking going to unmute herself. But no, I know that a lot of people definitely nebulize, especially if it's going to be something for the lungs as well, because isn't it going to go straight to your lungs? So there's lots of different nebulizers out on the market, and I know Greg would always recommend to use the electric ones. I know here we've got little portable ones, and we took them on we just did a 30-hour flight to Mexico, and honestly, we used the nebulizer, we used a spray, in a spray bottle, and we also took the Renew 28.
Yep.
The liquid in a travel bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes, I don't know.
So it's under 100 mils.
Yeah. So we just topped that up every time we got to an airport. But look, we were tired. We had a very busy time over there. But by the time we got back, I wouldn't say we had jet lag. We're just a bit tired.
Yeah.
It's an amazing product.
Yeah.
Oh, you've had a lot of people using the nebulizer. You got any thoughts on
it? Who was the question related to?
Is that Steve?
Yeah, I was just saying Joe's had a lot of people on using the nebulizer.
You want to make a comment, Joe, before we finish?
Yeah, well,
we've only got a few minutes.
I've actually learnt this from Greg, and he is on the call. So he was the one that introduced us to it to begin with, because the lung cell is the quickest healing cell in your body. And so especially for those people that are on a budget that find it hard to afford large doses, by sitting on the nebulizer anywhere from 1 to 3 hours a day, they only hold maximum 20 mils. They're actually getting the benefit of taking a lot more asea liquid than actually consuming the liquid. This lung is a soft tissue, and so redox is absorbed through the soft tissue much better than it is through the gastric. So, you know, for anyone who's finding it difficult to afford, and also it does actually push the healing much quicker, 4 times faster. So use the nebulizer alongside of actually taking the liquid for anything. So I put everyone, like Greg, everyone on the nebulizer now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. Really good to know.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful.
I actually, my grandson does. One of my grandsons, he does get asthma, and they did actually put it in the nebulizer, and it did make a big difference to him. It was just overnight. He wasn't really severe, but he just started getting really wheezy. And when he gets like that, he tells his mum. And so I said to her, you should put some of it in. And she did. And it made a huge difference to him. He was fine the next morning. So amazing.
And that's using something that's, native to the body, and it's not a...
absolutely.
Safe and non-toxic.
Yes.
Good option. But hey, thanks guys for coming on, and it's first time. I know you've been on the call before, but it was a great effort, and it's a